Well, I'd like to introduce in our continuing conversations about education Bob Harrison and Amy Gwizdz. Both of them are instructional technology coaches for Dearborn Public Schools. Bob, Amy, thank you for coming on the program.
Thanks
Thanks
you
for
for
having
having
us,
us.
Mitch.
So, instructional technology, before we go into how that's done, what does that actually mean? What is that field?
Well, we focus in our jobs mainly on using the technology that we have available in our schools, whether that be smart boards, Chromebooks, online tools, learning management systems, and things like that, and really helping teachers create experiences with the technology that we have available as a district.
And does Dearborn in particular have a good technological deep well of equipment available to them?
Yes, we have a very good variety of tools available to us as a district.
And so is this something that runs concurrent with what we call more academic school, or does it after school? Is it before? Is it in place of certain courses?
Well, actually, our goal is to help teachers use these tools within their classes, and this was especially something that was needed during our pandemic experience, where
Right.
teachers basically took their in-person classes and took everything online, and so really teachers are using the technology as a mode of learning, essentially, in order to help students achieve their goals.
Well, tell me about student-centered learning. I've been hearing about this, and I know that that's something that you're involved in. What does that mean?
Yeah.
In student-centered learning, we try to take the focus of learning off of teachers and put it onto students, giving students voice and choice in their education and giving them the opportunity to direct their own learning. So what's interesting to them? What is it that they want to learn about?
Well, okay, in theory, that's fine, unless a kid says, I actually just want to learn about superhero video games all day long. I mean, there has to be some kind of
Right.
direction coming from the teacher, isn't there?
Right, certainly.
Yeah.
And, that's where that's where Amy and I really come in. And we really work with the teacher to help them establish what their standards, what their goals are for the learners in their classroom. And it's almost less of student-centered learning and more of learner-centered learning. We're focusing on the student as a learner in the classroom. And so, helping the teacher use technology to provide different choices in learning and really kind of turning some of the learning decisions over to the student. So we're not necessarily letting them run free. We have goals in learning. But our goal is to really let students have some autonomy and in their learning, really to help them take a part in making the decisions about what the next steps are in their learning.
So give me an example of how that works with technology.
By offering students choices in the way that they demonstrate their learning, students can bring technology in and use technology to demonstrate what they've learned, how they've learned it, and hopefully and even possibly teaching others.
How long has this been going on and you guys doing this particular test? Sounds fairly new.
Well, student-centered learning is something it's been around for quite a while. It's a lot of it is based on some educational theories like self-determination theory, which is more of a psychological theory as well. But, in the age of technology, the design of lessons and the role of the teacher is really changing. And so what we're trying to do with what we do with teachers is to kind of empower them to take on a role that really fits with the technology that they have available to them in their classrooms, and leverage that technology to really create new and different experiences for students. And really, ultimately the goal is to give them experiences that they would not have without that technology being there.
Well, appreciate
to
getting
be more
a
of facilitators
yeah,
of learning.
indeed. Well, we thank you for giving us a little insight into that, Bob and Amy. Appreciate your coming on.
Thanks
you,
for
Mitch.
having us.
Bob Harrison, Amy Gwizdz from the Dearborn Public School System.